Scientific ways to tell if someone is being honest. Countless people in our life can tell us lies, including friends, relatives, significant others, colleagues, and others. Wouldn't the world be a much simpler place if lying caused someone's nose to grow? We wouldn't have to waste so much time figuring out whether or not they are speaking the truth. Fortunately, there are scientific methods for determining whether or not someone is being truthful that can point us on the correct path. The signs of honesty, which we'll discuss in this video, are a mix of verbal and nonverbal clues that, according to research and experience, are all dead giveaways. 1. They talk in a calm and constant tone. A loud voice is one of the most obvious signs of lying. When you catch someone lying, they will typically raise their voice in defense as a tactic to gain control. Even though the question given to them is accusatory in tone, honest people rarely feel defensive when they are accused of lying. When an honest person responds to a question, he uses a calm and constant tone of voice, since he knows he has nothing to hide and hence nothing to be concerned about. 2. Their story is more in-depth and lengthy. According to Psychology Today, if you feel someone is lying, but they tell you a story that is long, thorough, and detailed, it's probable they're speaking the truth. A brief story, especially one that appears to be stitched together and incomplete, may be created, according to the source. 3. Natural movements occur. The simplest method to know whether someone is lying to you is to look for nonverbal cues. There's a significant possibility the person you're talking to is lying to you if they fidget with their clothes, shuffle their feet, or shift around in their chair. A liar, on the other hand, may appear overly stiff, immobilizing their upper body motions. Unnatural motions that are either too stiff or too busy are signs that someone is lying to you. 4. Drops the profanity. You may have heard that using profanity indicates that a person is being truthful in their expression of ideas and beliefs. Politicians who thought this began to use more profanity in order to look more honest. Researchers wanted to see if this hypothesis was accurate, so they launched a study to find out. They discovered that the exact reverse is true. Sincere people tend to use fewer, not more, expletives. Honest individuals don't use profanity to make a point or persuade you that they're being truthful. They're just straightforward. 5. Their breathing is steady. Dr. Lillian Glass, a behavioral analyst, body language specialist, and author of The Body Language of Liars, told Business Insider that someone who is lying to you could start breathing hard while they speak. Liars are essentially out of breath because their heart rate and blood flow change, according to Glass. When you're frightened and tight, when you lie, your body goes through these changes. Is the guy with whom you're talking breathing normally? It's possible that the words they're saying are true. 6. They've been touching their nose and you haven't noticed. Keep an eye on the person's hands. Is it possible that they're reaching up and stroking their nose while speaking? According to Dr. Alan Hirsch of the Chicago-based Smell and Taste Treatment and Research Foundation, nose contact is an indication of deception. This is because when a person tells a falsehood, particular tissues in the nose enlarge, producing histamine and causing the nose to itch. Take it as a positive indicator if the person hasn't touched their nose at all. 7. There was no clearing of the throat. Before answering, honest individuals use a natural voice tone without clearing their throat or swallowing hard. A guy who clears his throat repeatedly before answering your question is most likely lying to you. He's probably nervous about lying, which may cause his throat to dry out, requiring him to cough or clear his voice in order to speak. 8. They're maintaining the proper level of eye contact. Eyes may be highly revealing at times, especially when it comes to determining whether or not someone is telling the truth. When I think about it, I imagine that liars would struggle to maintain eye contact, but it turns out that the contrary is true. Liars keep more purposeful eye contact than truthful persons, according to a study published in Psychology Today. With that in mind, Take attention to the person's eye contact with you. If it doesn't feel like a total stare down, but rather moments of eye contact followed by looks away, it might be an indication they're being genuine. 9. The pupils aren't dilated. When someone doesn't look you in the eyes, it's commonly assumed that they're lying. However, studies suggest that gazing to the left or right isn't always an indication of deception. Liars will stare at you excessively, as we already mentioned in the above sign. A form of stare-down ability is used by experienced liars to maintain eye contact. When they do this, their pupils dilate, suggesting that they are not telling the truth. 10. Blinks are normal. Back to the eyes for a second. Blinking is a simple method to identify whether someone is lying to you. While speaking to you, those that are being truthful will keep a regular blinking rhythm. A liar, on the other hand, will blink more slowly when speaking a falsehood, and then up to 8 times quicker than normal after the lie has been told, according to a study published by the Daily Mail. 11. Won't use the phrase, honestly. If someone in your conversation uses phrases like honestly or to tell you the truth, they're lying to you. This sentence may appear to be clear or open, yet it's a dead giveaway of dishonesty. To persuade their audience that they are serious, liars use words like to be absolutely honest or let me be honest with you. This type of statement discredits the speaker and exposes their deception. 12. Correct gestures. People who are dishonest prefer to gesture after they speak rather than during or before they say. Everyone makes gestures, and it's quite acceptable to do so while speaking. When someone makes a gesture at an inappropriate time, however, it is an indication of dishonesty. It's as though the speaker is creating a response, and their gestures can't keep up with their words. Honest individuals make the appropriate gestures at the appropriate times for emphasis, not to deceive you. 13. The mouth appears to be normal. During interactions with you, honest individuals keep their lips shut on a frequent basis. During a conversation, a dishonest individual purses their lips or tenses their mouth. They could flash you a half smile or a fake smile. Not only do the lips play a role in a genuine grin, but so do the eyes. When a person grins, wrinkles around the corners of their eyes, known as crow's feet, emerge. A person who is faking a grin only smiles with their mouth and not with their eyes. It's not easy to tell if someone is being truthful. When someone is frightened, many gestures are misinterpreted as lying. To figure out whether someone is lying to you, you'll need practice and the capacity to get to know them. What influence has honesty or dishonesty had on your life? Please share your stories and experiences in the comments section below. That's all for today from Brainy Facts. Thanks for watching.